a whole bunch of what I can only assume are Mennonites jumping off a bus. No, after you, sir. Yes, go ahead, because I'm trying to film you. Oh my gosh, this is not something you see every day.
And this is my world now. This is my world now. So anyone who tried to write me off, tell them they can go and write this down. This is my world now.
Alright, welcome to a beautiful morning here in Wyoming. Got my own stream to myself, which is really cool. And people always ask me, how do I survive while camping and so forth? Well, water is the number one main issue because it's so hot right now in Wyoming that you want to stay hydrated. And I basically completed all my water this last day. And I'm probably 2-3 hours away from civilization, so it'd be nice to have some water. So this company, Lifesaver, is super nice to send me a water filtration system, which is super cool. And it's a pump. Basically, you pump your water out of a nice natural source like this. You throw this nice little plastic tube over there, and you basically just pump the water out, and you get yourself your water bottle, and you pump it out there. So it's a really cool thing to survive out here in the wilderness for days on end if you need to, because you don't want to be drinking sources of water without filtering it. Today I will be drinking stream water. Nice and refreshing. I gotta say, some of the most memorable moments of my travels around the world have been waking up at beautiful campsites and just seeing the natural beauty of everything around you. And it's when life really quite seems way more simple and way more enjoyable. So I always like definitely trying to get these moments as often as possible, because we tend to forget how simple life can actually be. Stuck in our desk, or we're stuck at work, or we're stuck at school, just thinking about what's the next thing we need to do. So sometimes you gotta just let loose and find yourself a really nice, lucky campground like this. If there's a stream or you have a fire, there's always ways to make it pretty great. These are your words of camping inspiration for the day. So the problem with doing all these videos, I'm remembering, is I'm always trying to film something. I'm never enjoying the moment. I'm never sitting down and just having a peaceful thing. And that's something I need to try to remember to do, because you know, this is a full-time job trying to document journeys and do cinematic films. It's quite difficult, and you get lost in basically the filming and the whole job of what it is, and you forget the beautiful things like nature, like this great amazing view and this moment and the fresh air. As we all get lost on our jobs, really, whether we're out here camping and filming or whether we're at an office or cubicle or work. It's interesting. We face the same challenges. Gotta remember to enjoy the small moments. Anyway, the most painful part is packing everything back up, because unlike traveling with an RV, unlike traveling on hotels every single night, you have to make your home, and every single morning you have to pack up your home, and that does take a while, and that is just very time consuming, unfortunately. So that's one of the harsh realities of, oh, it looks great on video, but the reality is it's a lot of work putting your house up and putting your house up and away every single day. All right, on the road, here we are, beautiful meadow. This is a national forest, which means that you can basically camp out wherever you want. As you see, there's a bunch of RVs here. Here's a Grace in front of me. And yeah, people can just, up to 14 days, you can camp out at national forest in the United States. And you can have a nice little vacation here by yourself. I'm not sure I could spend 14 days here. I'd get pretty bored, but anyway, this is the road out. And not sure where we're heading today. This entire trip, it's just basically been winging it, feeling the temperatures, feeling the weather, and there's a lot of different options. But yeah, here we are. Here's my map of Wyoming. I got a few points of interest, as you can see on my map, on my Google Maps. And yeah, we're definitely going to head to Yellowstone for sure. Just not sure where we're going to go. And that's the adventures of riding a motorcycle around the world, is that you can't really have a schedule. Different days are different. You have breakdowns. Temperatures and weather dictate exactly how much time you may have and not have. 100 degrees Fahrenheit all day. A whole bunch of what I can only assume are Mennonites jumping off a bus. No, after you, sir. Yes, go ahead. Because I'm trying to film you. Oh my gosh, this is not something you see every day. Look how cute they are. Man, everybody has rocking the beard. So today's travel hack is how to save money on the road. Number one, hotels in this area are super expensive. They're about $150 to $250 per night, which is absolutely ridiculous, but it is the Yellowstone area in Wyoming. So lots of tourism, lots of people coming in this time of year. So what I do is I have a gym membership to Anytime Fitness, and there's showers in there, and it only costs me $70 a month. And I can go to Anytime Fitness in any location around the world and do what I want to do at any point in time, 12 a.m., 3 p.m., whatever time it is. And the best thing about this one is I actually got a guest pass access with my membership. So Grace and I got in here and we did a little bit of a quick workout, and we also took showers. So that's how you save money on the road. And we are camping out tonight, so that saves us $150 per night. Easy. So that's today's travel hack is utilize gym memberships to get free showers and workouts. All right, so we're gonna visit a very cute tourist attraction here. It's called the Old Trail Town. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, I'm trying. This place is really cool. It has about 28 really old buildings that are more than 100 years old. There was a guy back in 1968 that loved the archaeology of the area, and he decided to go find buildings that were dilapidated or that just would have been torn down. And he brought them all back into one place so you can walk around. You can check out what life might have been like 100 years ago. You can see the old stuff. There's a bunch of really well-kept and curated materials like clothing, arrowheads. There's even a mammoth tusk in there. It's really, really cool. It's some of the most well-preserved Wild West kind of memorabilia I've seen anywhere in this country. So it's $10 to get in. You can see it in about 10-15 minutes. It's really quite worth it, in my opinion. And yeah, it really does feel like you're being transported back in time. So. Alright guys, welcome to what is an interesting part of the United States National Forest System is that there's a lot of cows roaming around. Beautiful sight, by the way. But yeah, basically it just says, please close the gate. So it doesn't mean you can't come in here, it just means you have to open it and close it. That is the deal with that, because they don't want any cows coming out of nowhere. We'll do the opening and closing for Grace here.
You? You want me to close it?
No, all you. Turn. It's kind of a weird right turn thing.
Oh. I was like, we're turning around and going back? Where are we going?
No. Just a weird, funky turn apparently. The difficulty here is that my bike is so fully loaded that the kickstand and the weight is kind of funky, so I have to be so careful about where I park, otherwise this bike goes on the floor. I also believe that this fence might be electrified, so I gotta be careful. Might be the most epic camp spot ever on this trip. Look at this, it's so good.
So awesome.
So the thing about how I choose campsites is I have an application, it's called iOverlander, and it's one of my top apps that I recommend for people who are doing overland travel because it gives you great, incredible suggestions just like this. It says, basically it's a crowdsourced information app, which means that I can post on there, anybody else can post information, you can post pictures and stuff like that, and you can kind of give a description of this wild camping, if not you know, actual campgrounds for the National Forest Station, whatever it might be. And yeah, it's super good information and it's all pretty relevant. And yeah, cannot complain. This is pretty wild and awesome campsite. Oh, this U-turns on the incline is not easy, especially with a fully loaded bike.
Yeah, I think that is going to be best, like right here, honestly.
Yep, I think so too. All right, welcome to a really epic and incredible campsite. Look at this. How gorgeous is this? This is Wyoming. This is incredible. This is so fun. This is so cool. It just got some landscape. We got the sunset at 9 p.m. It's been such an incredible adventure. It's just, I mean, I can't express to you how incredible this view is, really. It's just woo, mind-blowing. I absolutely love traveling. I love getting my hair all crazy and messy. Look at this garbage. Look at this. Oh, my hair is insane, but whatever. It's part of the sacrifice. But I absolutely love just being out here and having a moment and smelling the air and just seeing the colors of the entire electromagnetic spectrum and just having this beautiful view and realizing you're the only person out here, except Grace, because Grace is out here too. And this is what it's all about. This is what being out here is about. This is what getting out of your comfort zone is about. This is what just trying to do something beautiful and different in your life. This is it. I always encourage people to try to find very different and unique campsites. Don't just stay at hotels, don't stay in cities, because this is why you travel. This is why you adventure ride. This is why you are different than most other tourists. You want to be an adventurer, an explorer, not a tourist. This is what being an explorer is all about. So anyway, that's my words of the evening, and we're setting up camp here, and we're gonna have dinner, and then we are gonna be so sleeping very soon. We're so tired from today. So anyway, thanks for joining me today. We'll see you tomorrow. So welcome to 7 a.m. at what is an incredible camp spot. It's one of those great choices in camp spots. So the stocks you see are actually bluebonnets that come out during the spring. And this place is pretty awesome. It's pretty chill. It's a really great spot. However, there is a lot of cow crap everywhere. And that's because there's a little watering tank hole over here. And we actually got woken up at around what time, Grace? So we actually got woken up around 2 a.m. To a screaming cow. Apparently, that's what it was. We thought it was being killed by a grizzly bear or something, but it was quite loud. That was a nice wake-up call, but having a little drink in the morning, getting ready for the day on ahead, and enjoying a little bit of the sun warmth. So, beautiful campsite comes at a big cost because there are so many flies here. Jesus, everywhere. There's so many flies here because there's so much cow crap everywhere, and they have just been so horribly unrelenting on trying to bite you and touch you and ugh. So yeah, it all looks very nice and beautiful, but there's a secret bite. Oh, there's a giant grasshopper on my foot now. Anyway, there's a lot of insects here. That's the only downfall of this beautiful campsite. Let's get the hell out of here. So if you're wondering what I'm doing here, I'm holding Grace's bike because the kickstand actually divots into the ground too much, otherwise it'd sink. So I'm holding the bike for her while she puts away her sandals she used. Goodbye flies, goodbye cow poop. They're just relentless, I just want to die. I gotta say, this road is gorgeous. Look at that. This is why you drive a motorcycle. This is why you're out here. This is why you just love and live the experience. So a lot of great scenery behind me, as you can see. This is called Dead Indian Pass. It's kind of a weird name, but it is what it is. And there's a lot of twisties, a lot of curves. I'm really excited. I'm gonna put some GoPros on different parts of the bike and hopefully capture some unique and cool angles of driving because it looks a lot of fun. Only problem is that you have to basically take cameras on, take cameras off, change batteries, and what I usually do is I sync up my cell phone as to what it's looking at, and that way I can just kind of change it around quite easily as I'm driving and doing stuff. But yeah, a lot of cool angles, and look forward to seeing what it looks like. The problem really is how time consuming it is to stop, take the jacket off, take the helmet off, put a different camera angle, do something else that's different. It's just a constant battle of just time and energy and stuff like that. So it's very unfortunate, but that's the reason a lot of people don't do this, because it's just so time consuming and so annoying to just take cameras on, take cameras off. It's a bit too much, but that's what it is. That's what it takes to make cool stuff happen. Alright, on the next installment of road construction in the summer is we have a little waiting line here. Last time we were here was about 15 minutes almost. We won't do the full 30 minutes, but Yeah, there's just construction all over this place. There's a huge flood here that happened about a month ago, so it took out a lot of roads. We couldn't get to Beartooth Pass at the very top, so we had to do things around it. But that's just the reality of the situation. So gonna wait in line here, maybe have some beef jerky, and we're gonna talk to some cool people and cars and stuff. Look at that, that's kind of cute. Yeah, everybody's out on the road today having fun.
Here comes the noise, bringing it loud, like a stadium shaking the ground. There's 7,000 voices in a crowd. It lifts me up and I ain't coming down. Oh, I'm unstoppable. Oh, I'm unstoppable. We fight the powers that be.